Well, you know, what is likely, if you don't do something about it, then of course some of these scenarios could happen, and that's why we are doing something about it. And these are planning assumptions. These are not definite predictions of what is going to happen. It's if the government, when it does its daily planning or weekly planning on a whole range of issues, and me, in, for example, in the Secretary of State for Defence, we've got submarines patrolling the seas at the moment for some of those ultimate worst-case scenarios. If we don't plan for something, then this is what could happen. So what we have done, and it's perfectly what everyone I would hope would expect any government of any colour to be doing, is that we set out what would happen if you just sat back and did nothing. And then let's do something about it. And every single day we are planning to do something about it so these things don't happen.
Well, it's less than 50 days to go until the 31st of October when a no deal could happen. The government is saying that this document is outdated. It was only 6 weeks ago, and you're saying that there will be another document updated. What's been done in the last 6 weeks that will make another document any different to what we're seeing? When will we see it, and how different is that document going to be from the one just 6 weeks ago?
Well, I can't predict what it will look like in the future. What I can say is, if we think we have completely mitigated any of those scenarios, then of course they can either be removed or downgraded. Secondly, also, we are talking to the European Union and leaders around Europe, and if there are areas where we know there will be an agreement, even if it's not part of a main deal, then of course those assumptions will change. And I think that's what's really important. This is a living document. It will move around depending on what scenarios we think we can cover off entirely, which we're confident isn't going to be a problem. For example, if you discover you could source something from within the UK, suddenly isn't a planning assumption you need to worry about at the same level. So I think it's a living document that is constantly going to be updated and used. And therefore, I'm quite relaxed about this document being out in the public domain. I don't think it's some great conspiracy theory that some of my political opponents are trying to paint it at. It's an assumption. We need to make these assumptions. And if we didn't, you'd have us in front of you quite rightly saying, why didn't you plan for it?